Hey YouTube! So if your pandemic lockdown is going anywhere, shape or form like mine is, you're probably, running out of things to talk about with your loved ones. Now, unfortunately, this was brought to my attention. I actually have, over the past few days, I've had some phone calls with some friends of mine that, they're the really good friends too, that you can call and talk to for a couple hours about all the new goings on in your life. Unfortunately, with all of us being stuck inside our little four-wall boxes, there's not a whole lot to talk about. So we ended up talking about, a lot of us end up talking about, just reliving memories and telling stories and, just talking about, the good days when we were free to be humans and go outside and live our lives. So one of the stories that's kind of been on the surface of life lately is a story that if you know me, you've heard it. And if you haven't heard it, you're about to, because I tell everyone this story. I love this story. And it's back when my friend Amanda and I decided to hike the Dix Range Traverse in the Adirondacks up in New York. So, it was decided that we were going to take 2 days and do this hike and do the traverse. It was 5 summits total, but we had to summit one summit twice. So it was 6 summits in the way it worked out, we ended up doing all of them in a day. It was an insane trip, and everything that could go wrong seemed to go wrong. And while it's one of those kind of embarrassing stories to talk about, because it's look at all the things I messed up on. Look at all the bad decisions I made. It's honestly the biggest learning experience for me, and it's one of my favorite stories to tell just because it is so outlandish and just kind of wait, that actually happened? And it's yes it did, and I have the video footage to prove it. So here we are. If you've heard it before, you're about to hear it again. If you haven't heard it, I hope you're ready for this.
Can't really see anything. There's Amanda. The beam of light. Woo! Boop, boop. If there's snow, that's the white stuff we're walking on. Yeah, it's really wet, and we're trying not to get our shoes soaked. It's dark. There's still blue sky, kind of, you can tell. Dix is now Grace. She's got the bottle of Champions. Woo! All the stuff. But look, we're halfway there. Living on a prayer, man.
I feel like we haven't even been going uphill.
Our boots are wet.
Oh yeah.
And muddy.
Got a little swamp
Oh
in there.
god. Zeke is looking
Living
the
his
same.
best life.
But yeah, how long have we been hiking? You think about an hour?
Yeah, a little over an hour.
Since we hit the
Sign in.
So yeah, I'll call you at the lean-to. Okay, Amanda, tell them what we saw.
Okay, so we spotted in the distance a glorious fire.
Well, it's like embers at this point. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, this morning. Hey, Amanda. Why are you laughing?
Well, in the night, a fire-breathing monster got part of Miranda's boot. Also known as the campfire.
We still got it on. Yeah, that's a Walmart bag. This is fashion Miranda right now. Cause I at least gotta get out of here. Where's the other one? I mean, seriously, I didn't even think it was that close, but my socks went up and everything. And the sad part is they're all still wet. My other boot is still sopping. Hers are sopping. Just a wonderful day in the woods. So yeah. Do I want to hike in a wet boot and a half a wet boot? That's the sad part. The boot is still wet. There's this guy.
Judging us.
I think I can take him. I'll wear his boots. Let's just get a happy note. Here's Amanda's warm hammock. There's my cold hammock. This is the warm side. See, she was by the fire, so I blame her for my boot. I'm all the way over there with the dog. I knew I couldn't fit in there with you. So I was like, oh.
It's actually a two-person hammock.
What the F? So you could have had my hammock. Do you hear this? She burned my boot and let me freeze to death.
I'm clearly sabotaging your first 46er experience.
That's kind of awesome. There's a thing of
Yeah.
what looks like gators here. It's on. Woo! Oh my god, it might be like a shoe repair. They look like they fit.
They found a little miracle in the woods.
Oh my god.
Woo!
Like, boot repair. Oh my gosh. Is that on there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sweet.
Got a huge spider on it.
What are the chances of that, too?
I know, right?
Like,
I was like, if they're gators even, as long as they're gonna hold my shoe on.
yeah.
Take both because I don't want to be like hit by the fashion place while we're walking up there.
Just one on.
Just want to be like, well, I only needed the left one.
Hey, they'll help keep you more
That's why
dry.
they left them. The zipper's missing.
Oh.
But
Well, you just need the one.
zipper's broke, but it still velcros and snaps. So,
Nice.
I feel super styling. Hey, it's got the little thing. It's gonna keep the
Yeah.
boot
That's perfect.
on. I mean, just look at all this. Just look at all.
You too, Zeke.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking good.
Woo! The original trailblazer right there. She found the trail when no one else could. We have to keep the river to our right and not cross it again.
Yeah.
So I'm just narrating like awkwardly. There's snow. It's a bag of apples. I don't want to like speak too soon, but I feel like it's gonna be a lot drier than it was on the way up.
Trail.
That way. It's the eerie bird chirps. I feel Zeke. Yeah. I think Zeke's tired too.
Yeah, his eyes look tired.
He didn't sleep much last night. Kept waking me up. Bum. Amanda's tired. Her legs are sore. My legs are sore. So I'm just assuming so are everyone else's. Sun's coming out. Footwear's holding up. I've decided I look like a dude in this hat. And it's so majestic, and then you turn around.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun. The Karen is up there. Oh, here's one right here. Look, I'm standing right next to one.
Oh, wow.
Look at me. Woo! Captain Obvious.
Good.
We're not even at the top yet.
Oh.
So we came up. That's what we have left. That little patch of white right there, where we came from. And we walked around the mountain.
Ow, ow!
Big up! Woo!
First high peak.
Lay of the land. Elk Lake. Macomb. Zeke. Potentially Dix. I'm not sure. 2 sweaty bags. 2 sweaty girls. I'm just getting more of the view. We keep sinking. It's kind of deep. Zeke wants to play with a snowball. I'm up to my butt cheek in snow. And Amanda is just solid ground. Standing pretty. There you go. we can film this minute.
Observe as she gets out of the hole.
It's all about the angle.
And that's how we do it.
Alright, to the top of South Dix. My hands smell funny. Not to be weird. That's where we're going.
Almost there.
But Zeke needs some water. Alright, baby. I recommend all dogs learn how to do this. Cool. There's hikers in them there hills. This has got to be the top. It's this rock. Damn it. I'm sweating all over. I don't you really need to know that, but so, you know. Too bad when the dog is getting tired. Oh, we're all tired. We got 3 to go. Well, 4 technically because we haven't found the top of this one yet. Every time. Alright, something tells me that's Dix. The pointy one. Because that's where we came in. Oh, good lord. Lordy. Like literally you can see it like almost where you can't even see it anymore and you can still see some.
I'm guessing Vermont's that way. So probably Vermont.
Those are Vermont mountains. We think.
Just be making that up.
She's making that.
Let me pretend they are.
There's gold in them there hills.
Pennsylvania.
That's a lie. Oh, now it's Pennsylvania.
No, I was saying Pennsylvania doesn't have that. Plus we're not close enough to see.
I can see Pennsylvania from here. This is not a Karen. It's a Kern.
A Karen named Karen.
Yes.
Oh, look, there's another Karen named Karen.
Say hi, Karen. Hi, Karen. Nice to meet you. Seriously, that wasn't the top?
No, I meant like this stretch.
That's what she said like 3 stretches ago. Dude, if I had a Cliff Bar for every time you said we were close. She's following the yellow dot on her phone. She's pretty sure that the marker.
Now there's no trail though. Although there looks like there's one there too. What the heck?
Well, I just walked past somebody's bathroom over there, so
These are probably just bathrooms.
yeah, probably. I'm standing on somebody's toilet. I'm pretty sure. What? Is that our marker?
Dix, and then there's also that yellow, yeah.
So this is it?
I mean, it's not exactly the yellow dot, but yeah.
Woo!
I would say so.
We found the top. I hope this tree never falls down.
You know, I think I actually remember seeing a picture of this one.
One is up front, I'm in the middle, and Zeke's bringing up the rear like a champ. Ow, there's a tree there. This is how we get water. I have the Life Straw bottle, which is pretty awesome. So we're gonna fill up here, because that's what you do. And hopefully that canister is salvageable because I need something extra to hold water because we lost one of our bottles. It got punctured somehow. So. Does it have a lid?
Yeah, but the lid just got stuck in here. It's a nice hydro flask.
Can we chisel the lid out?
Probably.
Because that would be awesome because I would totally go for a second Water holder.
Might I have a drink, sir? On sir, can I have some more? Oh, on the rocks.
How you do it? Nature's fill-up station. Woman's over there filtering. The whacker. I do have another squeezer, but I left that one at home. But I mean, this is working.
Yeah.
Pretty good. She already filled the blue one, she filled the green one. Zeke's full. The container that we dug out has what I believe to be fermented
Jungle
alcohol.
juice.
Jungle juice. That can be your name, Zeke. It can be Jungle Juice. Jungle Juice. I'd like to introduce you to the Wacka. Jungle Juice.
This here's Boots.
And I'm Boots. Smoky Boots. For pretty obvious reasons. Is it Boots or just Boot? Boot. Smoky Boot. Smoky Boot, yeah. Smoky Boot.
Boots sounds better though.
The Whacker. Jungle Juice. I'm gonna be honest. I make them, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've turned. Zeke's carrying all our stuff. We dropped our bags. There were a bunch of pansies. Pansy status. Just only mountain 3 too. So I think that's the top. It better be, she says. I really hope this has a marker.
Dix will have like the best probably.
So Macomb.
Like,
Yeah, so Macomb's back there. South Dix. We're on East Dix right now. We're gonna have to walk back up South Dix, go along
that ridge.
Hough
Yep. And then
and Dix.
and then from Dix will like drop way back
And
down.
then
in the
Dix
valley.
just goes down.
Nice.
Wow. Talk about a route all in one day.
Almost. With the extra distance on the road, it's gonna end up being like 19 miles between the 2 days. 19 miles.
I mean, I'm impressed just from the fact that we went from that one to here, but we went that one to here. All right. I gotta stop marveling. We gotta hit a mountaintop. Woo! Here's the top. Yeah. Come on, Zeke.
I like this one.
Woo! Weird noises. I'm assuming it'd be up there.
Yeah.
Best
Unless it's like down in
view ever. Here's Amanda. Woo! We made it.
Look at that. Ah!
I'm so happy. These are the other two we gotta get to. Alright, we're going to Dix and Hough next. Amanda, do you think we're gonna have to hit that little summit in between them? We totaled it up. It's like 9 miles to get out of here. Which really isn't that bad when you think about it, until you think about the fact that we've already went as far as we went. And we're both tired. And it's getting dark. A couple hours. And a majority of it is uphill. Actually, no. Not even. It's only like 2 miles is uphill, right? Only like 2, maybe 3 miles is uphill, right?
Yeah, it's 2
2.25 is up. I guess that's not that bad when you think about it. Okay, let's go. It's raining. Zeke, look at that drop. We're staying away from it quite a bit. That's where we're going. And the one behind it. And down there. The last thing I want to do is GoPro right now. We're almost to the top of you. One more. Is this it? Please tell me there's a marker. We made it. Holy shit. Time?
5 o'clock.
5?
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's a half hour sooner than I thought. That's where we're going. That's where we gotta be. See, come here. The view is so gorgeous, but to be honest, I think we're both feeling pretty miserable. Oh look, there's a marker.
Yeah, do you want to?
Yeah. View from the almost top, but we can't tell. There's Karen's, so we're going the right way. Tired. I'm gonna walk around. Oh.
Ooh. Almost there.
We can't. We're wet and exhausted. So Zeke. So I don't see a marker, but I do believe that's a wonderful view that you can't really. Down there's the stream. You can kind of see it. Well, that's the slide we went up.
Yeah.
There's gotta be it. And we're gonna end up going around through there. I'm ready to just go down.
I'm not ready to jump off and roll down.
Please don't jump off and roll down. Alright, Zeke, you ready? I have to pee really bad, but I'm afraid if I pull my pants down, there's going to be a bigger problem than if I just hold it a little longer. You probably didn't need to know that, but I figured I'd share.
Yeah, that was rough. That was a rough trip. But you could definitely see it near the end there on Hough. You could see it in my face. I was honestly scared for our lives. I have panic all over me, and I don't know how I kept it together enough to make semi-sane decisions. I don't know that every decision I made, I'm sure every decision that was made out there was not the best one, but it was the best of our knowledge to two inexperienced hikers that decided to bite off more than they could chew. And we went out there and, with all the high hopes of doing, good and being extreme backpackers. And while that's great, it's better to be prepared. I'll always stand behind being prepared for just wanting to just go do something just to do it. There was actually a point, it was raining, started to thunder. I'm pretty sure there was a little lightning going on. We're headed up to the 5th highest mountain in New York. We're continuing to climb in the middle of this thunderstorm, hoping we don't see lightning. Again, I don't remember if there was, but I do know we shouldn't have been up there either way. But, we're going up there, and I hit a point of, a breaking point. I didn't think we were going to make it out. We were post-holing. It was slow going. It was miserable. Absolutely, it hit the point of just misery. And I remember falling down, I post-holed on one leg, and my knee came down and hit a patch of ice, and it hurt so bad. And I remember just shaking my fist at the heavens, why, God? And I was so mad. I was just so pissed off with the fact that this amazing trip, you watch all these hikers and their beautiful experiences on these mountains, and here I am with everything going wrong. And I'm like, this is not what I signed up for. And, she's behind me, she's catching up, Zeke's running around doing whatever, and I was just in tears. I was bawling my eyes out. And had I been able to call somebody to, come get us out of there, I would have. And I think part of my panic was that both our phones had died. Now, my phone got stuck between me and my hammock, so my battery actually froze. So we both went out there with charged phones, and mine was off because I wanted to save battery in case something had happened. I was using the GoPro to record everything, and I was just leaving the phone out of it. So I went from a full battery to 10% overnight with the phone being off because it just froze and because of how cold it was. And her phone ended up dying. And I remember I turned my phone on around the time that I had post-holed, and I was screaming at the heavens. I typed our location the best that I knew it, and it was jumbled, and it was like, you know, my fingers are cold, so it's like not reading my fingers, and it's like I'm having a hard time typing this text as fast as I can. So it's basically just gibberish of please decipher what this means of where I am and come get us. And I sent it, and I don't know if it actually ever made it out. I don't think it ever sent, but I tried, and my phone had died like mid send, and I was like, I have to just hope that that's enough. And yeah, it was scary being up there and not being able to call for help or, you know, anything like that. And I mean, that's what I wanted. I mean, that's what I walked out there thinking. I'm gonna be a big time solo backpacker. I mean, it wasn't really solo, I had my friend with me, but I was like, this is a big slap in the face. Like, this is a big, like, wake-up call of what this is. So I remember sending that text out, and I was like, we just have to get to the top of Dix. We just have to get out of here as fast as we can. So we got to the top of Dix, and the GoPro footage you have, I know it's horrible, but that's just, oddly enough, the GoPro captured it the best way possible. It's dazed and confused, and I had cut the audio to it because honestly it's just a bunch of garbled voices, and you can't make out what it's saying, but between the visual of, you know, the back and forth looking on the dots and just the confused noises, that's exactly where both of our headspaces were. And the GoPro happened to catch that, and right before it died. And the reason being of going back and forth is there's actually two ways to get down off of Dix. Unfortunately, we were socked in, so the view up there was non-existent, and we actually had to try to decide which way to go down. We had our maps out, we were trying to remember, like, where do we gotta go? And it was like, thankfully, with all the pointing out of Elk Lake, we're like, oh, the car's by Elk Lake, we gotta go that way. So we picked the right side, but it was the longest walk ever to get off of that mountain. And yes, it was all downhill, but it was in the dark, and about, you know, we get to a certain point down the mountain and it just rained. I went through this big storm, and all the runoff that was already coming down from the mountain, we were walking through about 5 to 6 inches of ice cold water to get out of there. It did start to snow, and it was just a mess. Now, we did make it to, by the time we made it to the parking lot, we both like sat down and had like a little moment of like a little cry of relief and happiness. However, her car was parked like 2 miles down the road because the road was shut down. It was closed because it wasn't open at that time of year. So we still had to continue walking to get out of there. And it was just, it was bad. And I remember walking, and we kept like, I kept turning around and I'd see her, and she, like a little tiny pinhole of light, and I'd wait for her, and I just remember like I kept dozing off, and I was kept dreaming, like I was sleep standing, and I kept having dreams of Sonic the Hedgehog giving me pizza. So I guess when you're near death, you know, you start to see your life flash before your eyes, and you hope there's a cartoon in it. For some reason, Sonic is my man. So like I said earlier, this was a crazy trip with a lot of learning experiences, and I'm very grateful that all of us made it out alive and okay, and we're all well to this day. If you like this video, if you got a laugh out of it, or, you know, even a, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened, hit the like button, let me know, hit the subscribe button, help a girl out, and you know what, you can always hit the notification bell so you know when I upload my next video. Until next time, guys, I hope you stay safe, and I will see you all next time. So I can't actually finish this video without saying that we did have a lunch break on top of South Dix where Amanda actually busted out a can of beans, and let's just say I've never wanted a can of beans so bad in my life, and I about pushed her off the mountain for those beans, and I am sorry, girl. I apologize profusely. You know I love you, and I was not in my right mind. Please forgive me.